Thank you very much, Madam Compere. The Minister for Youth and Sports, President of the Pacific Games Council, representatives from the Oceania National Olympic Committee, board members of the Fiji National Sports Commission, Fiji Sports Council in Fasanak, all nominees of the Sports Awards, distinguished guests, our guest speaker for tonight, Stephen Anderson, ladies and gentlemen, Nisambul Venaka. Very good evening. Can't hear anybody. I think you're all still thinking about the games we had today or the game we had tonight. Put that behind you. We win some, we lose some. That is sports. But we thank our ladies, women's team that won for us a game today. Well done, girls. The Fiji Sports Award 2022 is back after 3 years. 3 years absence due to COVID-19 restrictions. Much of the world has moved on. We gladly recovered from COVID and are moving on. And I'm deeply honored to speak to you tonight. 36 months since our last sports award. The Fiji Sports Awards is an event that honors our nation's incredible women and men who have excelled in the various sports that they love so dearly. As a former national rugby representative player and a national representative athlete who now relies so much on proper posturing for that perfect golf swing, and also to just remain standing for this long. I understand how important it is for us to maintain good physical health. How important it is for us to stay fit. And at 74, it gets more difficult every day. I understand all too well the importance of recognizing athletes through a national award ceremony, such as the one we're at tonight. Not only will we honor athletes tonight, we will also recognize the efforts of those who work so hard behind the scenes. These are technical officials, coaches, administrators. We all know that athletes have to work consistently hard to stay in the best physical shape, best emotional, and best mental shape in order to perform at their peak. But those in the background work equally as hard to ensure competitions, matches, and events such as this one are completed without a hitch or a glitch. Athletes can only be what they work so hard to achieve when hardworking people like yourselves have contributed their part or your part for our nation's sports achievements to rise from community level to the world stage to be successful. And you deserve our recognition here tonight. When I was studying in India, there was a screen behind the speaker. I wish we could introduce that to our Fasanak Awards. When the speaker said something, the screen would say clap, and everybody clapped. And after a few seconds of clapping, it would say silence, and everybody kept silent. But we don't need that, I don't think. I must congratulate you all. Now, after a lapse of 3 years, the Fiji National Sports Commission, the Fiji Sports Council, and the Fiji Association of Sports and National Olympic Committee, FASANOC, have joined hands, joined their efforts, contributed together to organize this event, which FASANOC chairs this year. Congratulations. Did you say clap? Okay. Tonight's award event recognizes 87 nominations received from 11 categories. We all know that Nelson Mandela said in 2000, and I quote, "Sport has the power to change the world. It has the power to inspire. It has the power to unite people in a way that little else does. It speaks to youth in a language that they understand," end of quote. Sports unite us, regardless of our differences, and recognizing achievement is one way of bringing us together. We proudly celebrate our achievements as a nation when any of our national teams wins on the world stage. Whether the team is good or bad, everyone feels like being a part of that team. We rejoice in their success. And as we showed initially tonight, we also are saddened by their failures. Our community cheers together when the team is up. Our athletes comfort each other when they're down. And especially in rugby, if we lose in rugby, everyone on social media is suddenly an expert in rugby, demanding that heads roll, demanding that we change our coaches, that such and such a player should never play again, and so on. But what I love about our people is that no matter what, if you're watching games up close, or from afar, or from the screens of our televisions, we can feel, as a community, we collectively feel the collective energy of the nation, both positive and negative. While we're here tonight, remembering those moments in victory, I want to remind us all of our responsibility to each other, no matter what part you play in sport. Several weeks ago, we lost a young man who collapsed at a training session. Imagine seeing your child leave home for a regular activity and then realizing later that he will never return home. That incident served as a reminder to all of us about the responsibilities we have for each other. The responsibilities we bear for ourselves and for others. Young Pascal Mbale Nayabo perished at training. In 1958, I went to the provincial school northern in Budalevu with Pascal Mbale Sr., young Pascal Nayabo's grandfather. So when something like this happens, it touches so many people. I know it touched the people of Nalangi in Nandi. It's also touched the people of Pangai in Taveuni Tonrobe. Let us look out for one another. The success of our sports women and men over the years have inspired our generations and will inspire future generations with sporting aspirations to follow and work towards achieving their dreams. Twice we have been crowned Fiji Sevens. We've been crowned through the Fiji Sevens Olympic gold medals. We have become world champions. Our women has won bronze medal at the Olympics. Oh, that's better. You're catching on. These achievements are no small feat for a country of our size. In just its second year in the Super Rugby Pacific competition, the Fijian Drua defeated the Crusaders, the most illustrious team in the competition, with 11 titles. But we won't say what happened today. Our representative won the gold medal at the 2012 London Paralympic Games. And that inspired parasports in Fiji, where we continue to perform well, winning the medals also in the 2022 Commonwealth Games. So well done. Also in 2022, we qualified for World Cups in rugby, netball, and under-20 football, which will take place later this year. Our sports women and men have set national records, and our children after them will continue to break those records. I was very, very proud when my name appeared for a very short while in school records. And I hated all the generations that came after me. We must recognize that sports is a vehicle for living healthier lives and help nurture model citizens of our proud sporting nation. I was 14 years old when the South Pacific Games, the first South Pacific Games, were held across the road in the Laucala's Buckhurst Park on green grass tracks in 1963. And from there, my interest in sports grew and led to a fulfilling sporting career. I was part of the 1971 South Pacific Games in Tahiti and was selected as flag bearer for Fiji in that team. And again in 1974 Commonwealth Games, and I was very glad when I met a team colleague who still looks young when she was a swimming representative in the Games, now an avid golfer. And at that Games, I participated in decathlon as well as shot put and discus. I was a member of the famous 1970 Great Britain Tour rugby team, which beat the much fancied British Barbarians. I didn't play in that game. I played 8 games on the tour, but was not present. I think they forgot to announce my name for the Barbarian team. But I sat at the bench and nobody came off. I last played rugby for Fiji in the team that beat the Tongans, apologies to the Tongans present here tonight, in 3 tests here in Fiji in 1977, and the team that went on to beat the touring British Lions. But I had, by that time, I don't do this deliberately, but at that time I had withdrawn from the team to captain and coach the Fiji, the RFMF team on our tour of New Zealand. In the tour of the United Kingdom, I still remember vividly being invited to Buckingham Palace for morning tea. We had a great time at morning tea, while most of us were standing there sheepishly waiting to see if the Queen would come and talk to us. A friend of mine from Naitasiri was trying to catch a fly. He saw a fly in the palace and said, "What do you need? What are you doing?" "Doon na lang." "Ito ba? Using klan rin doon na lang wiki." But he was going to come home with a royal flag. As many of you here already know, sport teaches us the value of discipline, teaches the value of hard work, perseverance, teamwork, patience, dedication, and also leadership qualities. These values are life values. Although athletes are by definition sport performers, they are fundamentally human beings whose physical, mental, and social health is reflected through their well-being and also, sadly, their ill-being. Sport will also be a conduit for People's Coalition government, a conduit for our government national development agenda. Through sports, the government will continue to address issues such as gender, disparity, disability, youth empowerment, and social inclusion. Initiatives like the Pacific Sports Partnership help to create pathways for our young people, especially our women and our girls. We hope to use programs like the Pacific Sports Partnership to achieve our development agenda. Programs have also been organized to encourage the participation of women and girls in sports. The People's Coalition government will continue to invest in sports through modernizing and building more state-of-the-art sporting facilities. But first, we must find out why those that previous government had allocated money to are still not being completed. There is a huge potential to harness our sporting prowess and transform sports into a major income generating industry for Fiji. The government, your government, will invest in the development of our elite athletes and also boost our level of participation in sports and physical activities supported by technical specialists. The national sports policy is being reviewed, thank you, Minister, to promote the participation of all Fiji citizens irrespective of ethnicity, gender, or physical and mental ability. I suppose that came from you, Peter, and your group, because otherwise we wouldn't know what to do with sports. We just played. The policy will set out our vision for sports for 2023 and beyond. It will define the actions taken to achieve our ambitious but achievable goals. Well-founded research have concluded that regularly active individuals have higher longevity rates and there are health benefits for being physically active regardless of age, ethnicity, disability, and socioeconomic status. To help build a more active nation, government will continue to promote and develop sports and physical activities to address health issues, in particular NCDs and obesity. Our nation's workforce, I'm okay? Not yet classified as obese. Our nation's workforce needs to be healthy and fit in order to be productive and to contribute greatly to our society. Government's focus areas. The People's Coalition government will review relevant policies such as the National Sports Policy and the anti-doping policy, as we've heard this evening. The Ministry of Youth and Sports will review existing sporting infrastructure with key stakeholders prior to recommending to Cabinet key investment priority areas to ensure we have excellent facilities that would attract more international sporting events into Fiji. Sports is an industry, and our goal is to make Fiji the sporting hub of the Pacific. We intend to catapult individual sports towards an era of professionalism with the necessary budgetary provisions to be channeled towards sports in the next financial year. Contribution of sports. Remittances that inflow from our sportsmen and women contracted abroad is one of our highest foreign exchange earners. For sports, it's been about $30 to $60 million annually, and totally our people abroad remit in the last financial year, or in the last calendar year, $1 billion to our country. We know all too well what it would mean for not just a family or just a community or a village when one of our own sons or daughters secures supporting contract abroad. Remittances lift families out of poverty, and families are able to meet basic needs, food needs, essential things such as paying for housing needs, paying for their food, education, and improved medical attention. Sportsmen and women have invested back into the country through real estate purchases and development, land development, and commercial farming, to name just a few. Two sons of Monulevu had done very well. One did very well until he died, Seru Rambeni, and Bai is doing very well still. Fiji is renowned as the home of rugby sevens, which attract tourists to our shores, especially those that closely follow the Seven Series. Our tourism industry gains from marketing mileage when our sporting teams participate in international events, and international events contribute to our economy through visitors' spending. Government support. The government continues to support Team Fiji to the 2023 Commonwealth Youth Games in Trinidad and Tobago, the 2023 Pacific Games in Honiara, and the much anticipated Paris 2024 Olympic Games next year. We will engage with the respective stakeholders to bring the 2031 Pacific Games to Fiji. Hopefully, we will have improved our infrastructure by that time. You can count on our support in developing that. I'm encouraging aspiring future athletes, those who are present or those who are watching us on live television broadcast tonight, to keep striving to be the best that you can be. Remember that with hard work, dedication, and perseverance, you can achieve great things. Anybody can achieve great things. Dream without the boundaries. Dream without the boundaries. As Prime Minister, I challenge the youth of Fiji today. Step up. Step up and use the opportunity to prepare for the 2032 Olympic Games and the Paralympics, which will be held right close to us in Brisbane. I urge you all to train smart and represent our nation with pride and dignity on the world stage. When you qualify to participate, not only do you showcase your athletic abilities, but you also promote our multiracial, multicultural society and our commitment to creating equal opportunities for all Fijians, regardless of ethnicity or social background. Before I conclude, ladies and gentlemen, I want to reiterate that tonight's events to celebrate the achievements of our sports personalities and recognize their dedication and commitment to their chosen sport. We are here to celebrate their success, and their success is our success. You're all winners, and you have made us all winners. Your hard work and achievements have made a significant impact on our society. I again congratulate all nominees for the 2022 Fiji Sports Awards. Thank you to the organizers for the hard work that have made tonight's event possible. And going back to the dedication we had, but all our fallen comrades, let us all remember to remember. We will remember them. Nak.